Morning everyone. In this video, I'm going to answer the previous activity, and I want to show you on how the simplest way on how to find the derivative of the given function. So number one, the problem is g of z is equal to 4z raised to 7 minus 3z raised to negative 7 plus 9z. The first step is we're going to multiply the numerical coefficient to the exponent. So 4 times 7 is 28. And next, we're going to subtract 1 to the exponent. Simply, 7 minus 1 is 6, or z raised to 6. And then proceed to next term. Negative 3 multiplied to negative 7 is positive 21, and then subtract 1 to the exponent. Negative 7 minus 1 is equal to z raised to negative 8. And now to the last term, there is imaginary 1 here. So 9 times 1 is positive 9, and then we're going to subtract 1 to the exponent, or simply disregard the literal coefficient. And now the answer on problem number 1 is this one. This is the final answer. In problem number 2, y is equal to 2t raised to 4 minus 10t squared plus 13t. Again, we're going to multiply the numerical coefficient to the exponent. 2 times 4 is simply 8. And then we're going to subtract 1 to the exponent. So 4 minus 1 is t cubed. And then let's proceed to the next term. Negative 10 multiplied to 2 is negative 20. And then minus 1 to the exponent, or simply t. And to the last term, let's assume that there is imaginary 1 here. So 1 multiplied to 13 is simply 13. And then subtract 1 to the exponent. Simply disregard the literal coefficient. Now the answer on problem number 2 is 8t cubed minus 20t plus 13. In problem number 3, the f of x is equal to 6x cubed minus 9x plus 4. Again, we're going to multiply the numerical coefficient to the exponent. So 6 times 3 is 18. And then subtract 1 to the exponent. So x cubed minus 1 is simply x squared. And then proceed to the next term. Simply, there is imaginary 1 here. So negative 9 multiplied to 1 is negative 9. And then we're going to subtract 1 to the exponent, or simply disregard the literal coefficient. And take note, any constant in a given function automatically 0, or simply disregard the constant. So the problem number 3, the final answer is this one, 18x squared minus 9. The problem number 4 is h of y is equal to y raised to negative 4 minus 9 y negative cube plus 8y negative squared and plus 12. Again, if there is no numerical coefficient, automatically there is imaginary 1 there. So 1 multiplied to negative 4 is negative 4. And then subtract 1 to the exponent. Negative 4 minus 1 is y raised to negative 5. And then proceed to the next term. Negative 9 multiplied to negative 3 is positive 27, then subtract 1 to the exponent. Negative 3 minus 1 is y raised to negative 4. Okay, to the third term, 8 multiplied to negative 2 is negative 16. And then subtract 1 to the exponent. So negative 2 minus negative 1 is y raised to negative 3. And again, any constant in a given function automatically 0 or disregard. So the answer in problem number 4 is negative 4y raised to negative 5 plus 27 y negative 4 minus 16 negative cube. Okay, on problem number 5, z is equal to x multiplied to 3x squared minus 9. Okay, in this case, you cannot simply find the derivative in this form. So we're going to simplify first the function. So x multiplied to 3x squared is 3x cubed. And then x multiplied to negative 9 is negative 9x. Okay, and now let's proceed in finding derivative. 3 multiplied to 3 is simply 9. And then subtract 1 to the exponent. So 3 minus 1 is x squared. And then to the next term, there is imaginary 1 here. Negative 9 multiplied to 1 is negative 9. And then subtract 1 to the exponent, or simply disregard the literal coefficient. So the answer on problem number 5 is 9x squared minus 9. The last one, the problem number 6 is y minus 4 multiplied to 2y plus y squared. Some of you get the wrong answer because they proceed in finding derivative, but in this case, we must simplify first using the FOIL method. So the first term, y multiplied to 2y is 2y squared. And then the outer term, y multiplied to y squared is positive y cubed. And the inner term, negative 4 multiplied to 2y is negative 8y. And the last term, negative 4 multiplied to y squared is negative 4y squared. And then combine the like terms, 2y and negative 4y squared. So 2y squared minus 4y squared is simply negative 2y squared. And now bring down the y cube, bring down the negative 8y. Okay, and then we're going to arrange the function from to the highest exponent to the least, or to the lowest exponent. So y cube, negative 2y squared, and negative 8y. Now, okay, again, we can now proceed. There is imaginary 1 here. So 1 multiplied to 3 is 3. And then subtract 1 to the exponent. So y squared. And then negative 2 multiplied to 2 is negative 4. And then we're going to subtract 1 to the exponent. So 2 minus 1 is simply 1, or y. And then to the last term, there is imaginary 1 in the to the exponent. So negative 8 multiplied to 1 is negative 8. And then we're going to subtract 1 to the exponent, or simply disregard the literal coefficient. So the final answer on number 6 is 3y squared minus 4y minus 8.